Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. You're here with me, Sarit and Stevie K. I weren't going to say my name. We weren't going to say our names. Why did I say that?
I have no idea.
It's
You're so used to it.
No, it's used to it. But I did say before we started, I'm not going to be saying our names. People know our names by now. But it's his.
And even if they don't, I'm sure they'll find out.
Yeah, this is Mike's.
These mics make everything seem a bit more professional. Not that we haven't had them, or used them before. We have, but not for a long time.
It just makes you so uncomfortable.
We use other mics when we do our, working on the other channel.
But anyway, guys, we're going to be speaking about a fitness after 40. That's what the topic is today.
Mm-hmm.
But before we do,
we're going to talk about what?
Just how the week's been.
How's the week
I feel a bit better now. What the hell? What is with these mics? They make me feel so para.
Yeah, so it does. Regardless of how much you've been working and doing all this kind of stuff, it does make you feel a little like, God, you got to be professional.
I don't want to.
And yet we don't want to be professional. We just want to be us.
Me.
We just want people to be able to,
Goofy me.
just like friends, family, or people feel like they're just welcome. Come here, chat to us,
listen to our bagwas and what we've been up to. Not that you really care less, but that's what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, listen to us about various things. And this just does. It just makes you feel like, like you see all the other people on the
Justin,
other YouTube.
1, 2, 3.
It's
hey
like,
guys.
And then at the end of the day, we don't even know if we're going to be in focus with the camera, with the sound's going to come out clear.
But you know what?
And mentally, that affects you as well. You're thinking, is everything okay?
Doing a podcast, no matter, honestly, it takes so much time to setting up and equipment and make sure everything's in check, in order. So that itself is stressful as well, making sure everything's working, running smoothly. When you've got all these gadgets that are like connected.
And sorry if the sound isn't perfect this time. We're going to be working on making it better.
Honestly, but how our week's been, what we've been up to.
If we're talking about fitness, then we can start with something that Sweet and I did after 25 years that we've never done during that time before. Nothing, kinky or anything like that before anyone
We've done all of that stuff.
Yeah, that's what
we've nailed that side.
All done and dusted.
25 years, come on guys.
Yeah, man. All that sorted. No, this is like something that we haven't done, and it's crazy because people, would have done it often. Now people are going, what the heck is this?
What is it? What are they doing? This
I don't know if they do. I don't know if couples do or not. Yeah, we done it last night.
We done it last night?
Yeah, we did.
What did we do?
We
Tell
did it
them
together.
what we did.
We done it together last night and it was so much fun.
Oh, we weren't going to do it singly, would we?
Yeah, it was so much fun.
You could do. You could do.
I used to do it singly. And it used to be so much fun then.
Now you got me.
As
That's
well. I used to enjoy
better.
it. And for ages, I've never done it by myself until last night. And
it was...
then, or with anyone else. And then with you, it was like.
But then how can we say we did everything when you said we know it all? Like.
Oh, we haven't done everything.
You just said, so you're eating your words earlier. We said, we've done it all. We've done that side of it.
Oh, the other things, but not this. That we done last night.
Yeah, but now you're confusing people because people are like, what the fuck?
Okay, anyway, let's just get to the point.
Even with me, it's like, well, what did you do? You used to do it singly? What was that?
Guys, it was the boxing. Okay, we watched the boxing, the Anthony Joshua and is it Dubois?
Dubois.
Oh,
he was so lovely.
Boxing for the first time we watched together. Wasn't planned, but we ended up getting it.
Have we seriously
we watched it and we really enjoyed it.
But honestly, have we not seriously watched it all together? Not even a slightest of it
No,
was
we've watched other sports. We watched, watch football and other events. I don't think we watched football. Boxing.
I know we haven't watched it all the way through. This one we watched all the way through and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and she watched the main event. She didn't watch all the other fights. She ended up watching the main event. I had it on beforehand, and and basically she enjoyed it. And she was like going, "Okay, so which one? What's next?" I'm like going, "It's done. That was the main event." But she did really enjoy it, and she felt so bad and sorry for Dubois.
Oh, he's such
she was just like, seems like such a lovely guy. Everyone's all Anthony Joshua, and she was there going,
but to be honest,
poor Dubois, I come here and getting all that same love, and people ain't singling him out already before it's already started. It's not fair.
I was getting very upset about it. He was just like, no one cared about him, but I do. I mean, even when it started, I was like, oh, obviously into the other one, Anthony. Not into it because he looks, I think it's because he's good looking as well, isn't he? He's very good looking. He's very big. He's more like curved. And he had the not arrogance, I would say he was very confident in himself. And he thought, okay. And the crowd was going wild for him. But this
everyone wanted photos with him. Yeah. Everyone wanted his attention. But
Dubois,
he
he
even
came
after,
out
yeah.
and it was like, and the thing is, because he came out first, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't
And he's
realise
supposed
until
to come out
afterwards.
second because he was the champion and the other guy was the challenger. Normally the
Yeah.
champ comes out after,
Yeah,
doesn't
but
he?
because
So
I've not watched it before, if I have maybe
that was a
little
bit
little
strange.
bits, we watched it fully. When he came out, Dubois we're talking about, no, I'm just thinking back. Did they actually the crowd go as wild as they did for him, Anthony, when he came out? I can't remember. But when the ending, no one stuck around to want selfies with.
Everyone was gone. Everyone was still around when Anthony Joshua was still
I
leaving,
know.
and then they were going, and you could see like he was there taking selfies. Everyone more or less disappeared by the time Dubois got out the
I
ring.
swear, Dubois was just he just seems like a
He was,
lovely soul. And the amount of times he said, "God bless you all,"
yeah,
God
God bless
bless
you.
you all.
He was written
Such
off
a
by all the
sweetheart.
other, fighters and commentators and everyone else. Who was more or less written off, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But this was how it started though. Before the match, I know we're going to get into the other topics, but just thought we'd bring it up. But like even in a marriage and relationship, after so many years, you can still do something new and different, and find fun and excitement and joy
Yeah.
in it. And when he was starting though, and they were like getting up off their seats and going, "Come on, sort of like, have you now? Come on, let's just go."
Yeah.
So we're like, why can't they just be professional and nice to each other? Why are they like schoolboys? Just kicking off. It's like like you need their mums going like turn. I went, no, they're playing psychological games. They're putting fear in each other. They're trying to intimidate each other. They're trying to throw them off their game even before they. It's mind game before they even get into the ring. And she's like going, yeah, but they can still be nice and saying, look, see you in the ring and we'll have a little fight and we'll see how it goes. And
No.
when after the fight, they will hug it out. They'll show
You didn't.
respect.
You didn't say that.
I did. I said after the fight, they do. They show, respect. Many of them, most of them do.
There was
But
showing
before
clips.
that, you have to get into each other's skin. You've got to already unbalance them off their game, whatever they're thinking. It's not just physical. It's also mental, psychological. It's like that.
Yeah, well, I just thought that just like football hooligans you have, they just hate each other all
That's
the way
all
through
she thinks
rivalry.
football is about is hooliganism.
Yeah,
It's not just hooligans. It's about true sporters. Not everyone's a hooligan. There's fans in all sports, and then there's idiots that come and ruin it.
a lot of idiots. Not even.
You've never been to a football match,
I've not been to a
so
match,
you
but you
can't
see
criticise
it.
a football match if you haven't been to a football match.
Okay. Anyway, so that's what
You
we
hear
did.
one fight that goes on once every other year, somewhere or the other. Oh my god, football hooligans.
Anyway, I didn't like it. I was like, oh guys, be nice to each other. Just stop giving each other dead eyes. Oh my god. But it was nice to see at the ending. It was more Dubois. I love that name. I'm saying it right.
Yeah.
Dubois. He was just so concerned. You could see he was like hovering around. Is he okay? Like, and I was like, okay, cool. I get it. I kind of get it. But yeah, we did that.
Yeah,
together,
so
and
we
I
really,
really enjoyed it.
we enjoyed it. So it's something.
I'm
that
like,
we'll
when's the
do
next
more.
one?
Yeah, she did. So I'm looking forward to the next fight. So
I'm
let us know.
actually. I was thinking, shit, we should have watched all of it. We sat and watched the
Yeah.
last one. It would have been fun to watch.
Yeah, we should have done, but like I said, it wasn't anything planned. It was like last minute going, should we just watch this? And like we're like thinking what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
And it was good. So
Yeah. So we did that last night.
fitness then. So okay, should we just get into that? There hasn't been anything else that would besides work and that.
Other
And,
than I think what there isn't. Is there? We've just
No,
been
no.
working a lot.
the
I made
weather's put us off on things that we were planning to do.
I made sag.
That was the week before.
Yeah, but we didn't talk about that at all. So I've been cooking quite a lot. So when we're talking about fitness, because I've been cooking quite a lot the last week or so,
I had mainly homemade meals now.
and
recently.
it's like I don't know what I want. We don't know what to eat. Even like last night, didn't know
Crap.
what we wanted.
And I shouldn't.
And
I didn't want it.
yeah, but I actually enjoyed my burger.
I didn't.
You didn't.
No.
I was going to ask you. I didn't ask you this morning,
No.
like last night.
Didn't enjoy it.
You just didn't seem
I-
to scoff it down really quickly.
No, because I was hungry and it was 8 o'clock and didn't eat nothing all day. Because again, we were working.
Yeah.
And then that's what ends up happening. I'm sure people can relate to that. When you're hungry and you've been working all day and you're doing other things, the last thing you're doing is thinking, let me put some chicken breast in and let me put some vegetables in and this, that and the other. And you're just like going, chuck
So,
something that I just need to eat.
Although I'm
Plus
making
the fight was going to come on.
Yeah, although I've been making just like trying to do some healthy foods this week because obviously I've been cooking so much. Because the cooking, I feel like I've cooked so much and we've had so many different varieties. It's like I don't want anything Indian, but I do. But it's like I don't know what I want. And it does take a lot of effort into, and with work and everything. Like I've not been doing as much. I don't feel like I've been doing as much because either I've been in the kitchen or the kids have been coming over, and I've been doing that side of it, the shopping. Obviously, I've got to do all the shopping and this, that, the other as well. So it's like I want to make something that's not going to take me so long,
Yeah.
but also is keeping me healthy. Because sag this time round, I did, because normally I make it a different way. I did put butter in it this time round, and I want to see the difference of how I always make it, and putting butter in, if there is a big difference. There isn't. So I'm going to go back to how I normally make it, so it's more healthier.
Because I've been into fitness most of my life, and I didn't really think too much about what I was eating. I used to burn it off so quickly. Never used to stress over like everyone else is stressing these days.
Yeah.
I had mainly homemade food. I didn't eat processed food anyway.
Yeah.
And we used to have a takeout once a week. That was basically how we
Those are
lived
good
then.
days, and that's how I think it should be. Like you look forward to the weekend and have a takeout, like just a Friday, whatever it is, and then have something like back then it would be you'd have just like maybe sabji dal throughout the whole week, and then weekend would be meat. But Friday you would have a takeout.
Takeout, and I think that worked because I feel like you end up having a balance.
Yeah.
And I think like I'm not being bad, but like that's how we were brought up.
Yeah.
And everything we were eating were healthy unless you was putting a lot of butter on your, chapatis, roti,
We
whatever
don't
you
do
want to
that,
say,
or do we
which we
anymore?
don't do. And that kind of stuff that we sort of stopped doing. But I mean, like you said, during the week we were having just dal, lentils to anyone else who and who doesn't know, and vegetables but cooked like a curry kind of thing.
You just mentioned we don't put butter on our roti anymore. That the thought came to me just not long ago. Our daughter, obviously, I made her roti and whatever else not, or she's going and eat at her boyfriend's house, and they put butter on theirs,
Right.
and she was like, huh, what? Because they were so little. This is how long we've been doing it, not putting butter on our roti. They're so used to not having it on there that. Like either way, they find it so strange. She finds it weird there's a butter on it, but it's normal. That's how it should be.
And we started cooking all our food in olive oil, didn't we?
Yeah.
A long
That's
time
what
ago.
I was saying. Even when I
Even
make
before it all
sag,
started coming in, like other people started doing it now. Now it's like, oh, cook everything. We just started
No,
without
I
any
don't.
direction, didn't we?
I don't make nothing without olive oil, and even that's what I was saying with sag. I thought I'd try it this time around, and there was no difference. Honestly, I didn't feel like there was any difference. In fact, I like it more with the olive oil than I do with the ghee.
That's how we used to be. And then we have, like I said, the takeout on the Fridays and whatever the kids wanted. Mostly for them, we used to be McDonald's. Me and you used to have the chip shop, didn't we? And that was the only day I really used to mainly drink. I'll have a couple of cans on that day before we ate, kind of thing. And then on the weekend, it will be unless we went out somewhere.
Yeah.
Otherwise, at home, I didn't really drink anything, nor did you.
No.
But then I think, when all this whole fitness malarkey, I would say, came in, where everyone's pushing it, all these so-called experts, fitness trainers, personal trainers telling everyone to change their diets and this is more healthier, go away from Indian food and, it's all chicken breast. Basically, the whole bodybuilder's diet.
Yeah.
And, when that started pushing, I think it started changing everyone thinking like what we're eating is wrong. And it just painted a wrong picture of what we were eating. Don't consume this, don't have any of that. And I think that's when things started getting a bit crap, in the sense that started eating and realizing that the food now, which we see as healthy and people are pushing to eat, is actually dull and boring.
Boring. And how long does it last? It doesn't last in our household. So obviously, even now you see a lot though. People are still like eating the chicken, but what do? They add out Indian spices to it. Everything is Indian, so they're not just having just plain boiled
Or different
chicken.
to like Mexican and stuff, but
you've got to have some flavour. But even then, you get kind of bored. So I've been doing
not
that.
Not everyone wants to be a bodybuilder. Everyone wants to be fit. It's like now in our 40s. That's what I'm trying to lead up to. That there wasn't any stress.
No.
I was going to hit in the gym, but I was eating homemade food, also in moderation, still enjoying going out when we went out with our friends to have a drink, if we went out a night out or whatever it was, hit Birmingham and stuff, but also have our takeout, have ice cream and stuff with our kids. It wasn't that we cut anything out.
No.
It was just that mainly we ate in a certain way at home, and then we also enjoyed, so it was like about 80-20, maybe 75-25. but still working out and exercising,
Yeah.
playing and stuff like that, and it worked, and we were happy.
Yeah, you've always been into the gym, exercising, keeping fit. I was thinking, I think I even questioned you in the car, like, is there ever been a time when I've just known you as a person who's gone to the gym since I've met you. If it wasn't that, you'll be on the treadmill at home. If it wasn't that, you'd play football. Whereas I'm the opposite.
Yeah,
I did know, because the girls have been over and they've been looking at old photos and stuff. I was looking at myself thinking, shit, you wait, you always, I look so skinny. And like, as soon as I've had the child, obviously I'm like huge. And each kid I've had, I have really been like triple the size. And it was at least about 2-3 months later that I'd lose that weight. And I was looking at myself thinking, shit, I am completely skinny. Like in each video we watched a week or so ago, whether it was because I was holding, like, that's weight training itself, man, holding your
The
kid all
kids.
day long. Like being a mom who's moved away and dropping, like, they're all doing different, obviously you had one who's on full-time school, then you had one who's nursery, so I was back and forth at school, taking the third one with me, and she was the heaviest child, so I don't know whether it was just constantly on your feet all the time as a mom that I'd lost a lot of weight. And I've never really been a big eater, have I?
No,
No.
not a big eater, but you've not cared about what
What
you
I
eat.
eat.
You've even now you're not eating anything that's healthy and fit.
I wanted to munch on these first thing in the morning. I'm going to. They're
And
delicious.
and the thing is with me is it's strange that if don't go to the gym, I lose all my weight. I drop everything. All my weight goes.
If you
It's
don't
when
go.
when I don't go, yeah. If I just stop going, all of
Yeah.
a sudden my stomach just goes. My stomach goes flat.
Yeah.
It's like now it's my stomach's there, but I want to hit the gym and I want to, like, I don't want to be. I've been big, and this isn't about that. And I've been with the abs, which but I wasn't happy then either, was I?
No.
I mean, it was more or less like a goal and an achievement to prove to myself that I can do it. And then after achieving it, it was more or less like, I don't really care.
Yeah.
And now I'm sort of happier in myself, but at the same time, I enjoy going to the gym.
You always have done.
Yeah.
Like with me, I find it like the first time I ever went to the gym was after having V.
Yeah.
So my fourth child. And I felt like I only did that. I remember speaking to you, I felt like I'm just bored. I'm at home. There's no interaction with anyone. I want to do something. Not that I need to lose weight, because I felt like I was skinny after having him as well. And but I ended up losing a lot more weight, and I didn't like the way I was looking.
Yeah.
So the first time I've ever hit the gym was when I was in my 30s after having my youngest son. And it was just to get out. And I lost a lot of weight, and I didn't like the way I was looking. So and also it really bores me. Even now, we go for walks.
We go
I'm
for
all right
evening-
with that. I've been
evening walks
trying.
for 30 minutes.
I've been trying. Like, there has been
35.
times where I start working out at home. I'll go for a run, but I end up getting bored. Not like him. I've known him. He's been at the gym.
I'll get
Like-
up at 5 in the morning just
He's
to
like
go there
clockwork.
early.
Yeah.
Only on the weekends I don't go to the gym. On the weekends we go for walks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like clockwork, and he's never not been to the gym. So with me, I've been on and off. If I've tried, and I'm like, nah, I'm not even going to bother. And that's the same with like going for a run. It's the same with doing any form of exercise at home. It just bores me. I haven't got the patience for stuff like that. Like, I get bored. And at first I thought, is it because I'm at home that, you're in your...
But you get bored of also eating, well, I would say me too, but you get
I
bored
can't
of
eat
eating,
meat.
like, it's like chicken, veg, potatoes. You enjoy it, and it's
Yeah.
not like you don't like it. You actually enjoy it. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
But when you've had it 2 or 3 days in a row,
No.
you just go, you know what, this isn't, like Joe would say, this isn't food.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know how you had SOG for the whole week.
I did have SAG for the whole week, and I enjoyed it. And that's the thing. It's even now. I think fitness at 40 is doing. I think it's. I would say for me, if I was giving anyone advice, not that I'm here to give people advice and tell them. I always basically go, because that's what we say, don't we? We're not here to give people advice or tell people to do what we do.
No.
It's not that. And there's so much that we've learnt on our journey on the way. If people just do something that they enjoy, that is fine.
Yeah.
You've got to enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it,
That's it.
you're just not gonna, keep going. You can think all you want. I want this. I want that. You can achieve those goals. I'm not saying people can't.
But
But
you
it
always
won't last.
break. You always break.
Because you was doing it for a wrong reason.
Yeah.
I think now, like with this,
I think
what
with
I'm
me,
trying
people always ask me, how do you look so slim? What is it? What is it? What's your secret? And I was like,
not stressing, I think.
that's one main thing. I'm sorry. I know for a fact I won't be able to maintain eating healthy. I'm not going to do it for no. You know, and that,
And
you
I
know,
think
my last
loads of people stress over it.
they want to. I know, and like with my TikTok, I had a TikTok. Sorry, I made a TikTok the other day. I went shopping, and everything that was in my trolley was just like ice creams, chocolates, this, that, the other. You know, and I'm actually in my TikToks. I'm actually trying to say, like, if just enjoy and live your life. You have this one life, but obviously be mindful as well. You can't like there's a to one extent like eating crap non-stop all
Non-stop,
day.
yeah.
No, I wouldn't do
Or
that.
processed food all day.
No,
You
don't
know
do
that's
that at
not
all.
good
But
and
stop
it's not healthy.
restricting yourself so much because you think of a I want to go
But it's
healthy when
when
I get
people give it
diets
up.
and then completely give it up.
See, the times obviously when I want to achieve those goals of 8% body fat and getting six-pack abs, I did them. But Street was like, oh. And even now, you know, if I turn around and go, oh, I'm not going to eat this or drink that, she'll always go, oh, God. It does impact your relationship and your social life. It does. You know, I know there's lots of people who go, you don't have to drink and you don't have to do it, and they're happy to not, which is fine. But when my kids come over, I like to have ice cream with them.
Yeah.
And when we do go away or we go on, like, you know, we go to the countryside village or holidays and all that, I do want to enjoy. Again, how I look at it is you have one life.
It's not
right?
even that. Like,
It's not about drinking every day and getting pissed or eating crap every day, like you said. But it's like going, all this is bad and I'm not going to have it, so I stay fit and healthy. But you're going, yeah, okay, you can, but you're still going to die. If there's someone said, if you ate like this and you trained every day, you would live forever. I understand if you're selling something to someone. But if you go, hey, you might live an extra 5 years, you might live an extra 10 years, you might live another 20. I get it. If that's all you know what, it'll be nice to live till I'm 90.
but you're depriving, are you happy? Exactly, depriving your life. And are you really happy?
Have you fully lived your life and enjoyed your life?
That's it.
Because if I was going to Paris, I would like to try food there, and it might not all be, you know, healthy. If I go to Italy, I would like to try a pizza that's made there. I'm not going to go, carbs. You know, different places. And now many people, people started seeing that Indian food is healthy if you cook it in a certain way and you're not eating at the, you know, certain restaurants and stuff, what they put extra.
Jamaican food's really healthy. Do you see how their skin, how like you wouldn't...
But imagine going to those countries and going, no, I've been told that, you know, I've got to eat chicken and breakfast. I can't have that. I'll be like going, sod that. I'm having those golgappe. I'm eating those samosa. I'm living it.
I'm glad you like that, because there'll be times, and it used to happen a lot, and I'd get so frustrated when I was pregnant. That's the times that you'd choose that you want to go on this stupid ass diet, and I could not go out and eat and enjoy.
She could.
Alone.
I just never did. I used to go with her. I just never touched it.
And sitting with someone and I'm there scoffing my face, even more so because I'm pregnant, right? And this one's sitting there like with a glass of water. It was not fun.
And not only that, I can stop. If I say I'm going to stop drinking, I do end up stopping, but I stop for God knows how long. And then you more or less, she'll go out for a drink and I'll be going, no.
And it's not, it's like...
It's all right. It's all right. It's like going, well, I'm going to go there and drink Coke. I don't care really about it.
It's annoying.
And it's not that I miss it either.
And that's what happened this week or so.
Then you can't do anything.
This week or so, it's not that you have stopped, you are eating and drinking, but like we've gone for a walk and it's been on and off with the weather, and we have a lovely pub near us, and I was like, oh, everyone's sitting outside, should we? And he's like, I'm like, nah. You know what you see more at the gym is the old people that you go to the gym.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
see a lot, and do they actually work out, or do they come out to socialise as well?
No, they do work out. Majority of them swim. They're swimmers, and then later on they socialise. But it's socialising on about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. But you know, saunas and stuff. But before that, they are coming, and it is mainly everyone I see is more or less in the mornings. 80% is probably in over 60s. So it's them who are coming to the gym.
And it is then I think after work wise 5 p.m.
maybe everyone else.
Time is everyone else.
Everyone else.
Yeah.
I like
used
to go
do it
early.
first thing in the morning.
I still do it first thing in the morning because I just prefer it.
Habits,
It's
man,
done, wakes me up. I get to socialize and hear the stories from everyone there, like you said.
and then I get to hear them.
And they make me, they reassure me
And the thing is
that the path that I'm taking, they're happy. They're really happy
and this
in
is
who
the
they
thing,
are.
Steve, again.
And didn't have all this social media culture, all this processed food culture.
Yeah.
They didn't have all that.
Again,
that they
it
grew up
goes
with.
to what you're happy with. You should know yourself. You've always been happy. You have never had to force yourself to go to the gym at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, whatever time it is you go. And it's always been like that. It's never been off and on.
No.
When you're forcing yourself to do something, that's when you know
I could
it's
not do
gonna-
it
it's
in the
not gonna
evenings.
last.
I
It's
can't
not
do it
gonna-
in the evening. I can't do it in the
You've got to
afternoon.
be
My
honest.
mind's
I
not
feel like
fixed.
you've got to be honest to yourself, and be deeply honest with yourself. Is this something I enjoy? Okay, if I don't enjoy it, what time would be the best time for me to do this?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. And how much am I gonna do? Because if I'm overdoing it as well, and doing it for like an hour and I can't stand it, but you're doing it.
And
I was great.
I was going to say the biggest thing which people make a mistake over, and certainly now, and because of all these personal trainers out there who keep on want to sell, they're willing to, all they keep on saying is what you're doing is wrong and be like this, be like that. There's too much information and it's not good
with
for you.
people's minds.
There's a difference between changing the way you look, like, your shape of your body and bodybuilding, and there's a different thing to being fit. Yes, you can do the two things, but the problem is sometimes people are mistaking being fit physically, or healthy, mentally, physically, emotionally, and being in shape. Those two different things I see. Because sometimes majority of these personal trainers, what they're selling you is to become physically in shape. That, hey, not happy, but it's selling how you look, how you appear isn't good. If you look like this and you do this, you'll be happy in yourself. Not always, because you're restricting yourself and you're changing things that you've done all your life. You've got to be fully disciplined, but you also got to enjoy the process. That's why it never lasts. Because these people keep on telling you to do something. So as long as you have that personal trainer, you'll do it. Once you don't, and the thing is, what they know is, you need them for life. Because otherwise you're not going to sustain it. Because guess what? It's not who you want to be. It's not the life you want to really live.
Yeah.
And your environment, if your partner or your children and everyone else isn't, you ain't going to if all your family and or your friends and your partner, everyone's lovely and you get on with them, but they don't want to go on this journey, which they don't need to, it doesn't mean that they're bad people. So get away from that as well. Remove toxic people out of your life. I'm sorry, that isn't toxic. Those people are living, and their way of living is a total different way. It doesn't make them toxic people, which that word gets thrown around quite a lot.
I hate that word.
And people make that people who don't train or don't eat healthy, they're bad people.
Yeah.
No, it's their life. Even now, we're not here to tell people how to eat. If you're happy, that's fine. The main thing is being happy. But many people eat what they like, but they're not happy. They're like going, I'm not happy with the way I look. I'm not happy with the way I feel. I've got aches and pains and this, that and the other.
And that's why you gain
happy.
it more, because you're not happy internally. You're eating all that stuff to make you happy when you realise it.
And then you're going in a circle.
Yeah, and your body knows how you're feeling and it kind of grabs hold of it, doesn't it? So I feel like you're trying to fill yourself with thinking that's what's going to make you happy. But...
And
that's how you gain it. The stress levels are...
The two things with me and Sri are different. Like you said, she doesn't really train, but she'll go on these walks. But she eats... she doesn't stress and worry over food and stuff too much. No. Whereas me, I've had personal goals that I want to achieve, which then I get focused and I can be very disciplined when I'm going for them. But after I've achieved them, it has always been that, I've achieved the goal and I succeeded, but I'm not happy now.
Now what you
now what is the plan? And that's the thing. And it's never been, God, I want to look like this all the time and I want to sustain this all the time. No. And it is then like, what, I do want to do things with my kids. I do want to do things with my wife.
When you're happy and you're relaxed,
and
your nervous system's relaxed and you're not even doing as much and you're still eating here or there, whatever you want, I see you lose it a lot quicker.
Yeah.
And I say it to you and then you get...
Because stress puts weight on.
That's just what I'm saying.
Bills.
I already mentioned that exactly, and that I've mentioned it to you so many times, and you're like, now I find it's starting to stick in, because you just go hardcore yourself as well when you want to achieve something. Then you're like you're saying, you're there now, and then I don't want to maintain this, but what was the purpose of doing that?
Yeah.
Finding that balance of what you really want in life. You want to be stress-free, happy, eat what you want, but also be fit at the same time.
And-
if you want to have, which I want him to do, I want him
She,
to get
she wants,
jacked
she
again.
wants
his
me to
arms.
start building my arms and stuff like that. Like how I obviously ain't gonna look how I did when I was in my 20s and 30s, which is probably
Don't
the best
expect that.
shapes.
Just expect the
But,
arms.
Um,
Love that on a
but
man.
it's like knowing that, you can try to create the balance of, there's so many people that I follow now on social media who have been personal trainers for such a long time, and they're not promoting,
Good.
people to change their body shapes and to eat, what everyone else is saying everyone should eat to be fit and healthy. They actually telling people, because they got kids now and stuff like that, America and here, that they got kids now, and they're more or less going, it's trying to create that balance, that health isn't just about the way you look. It's not just about how much you can run and not be out. It's fitness and health is all about mental, emotional, and everything. It's about enjoying
'cause
life.
You don't understand.
Still have those ice creams, have those chocolates.
Emotional, how it affects your gut. When your gut is affected, everything else, you might as well just say, do you know what I mean? That stress level affects everything else.
I think sometimes we get so lost in so much information, and we think that the so-called experts have got all the answers. But not everyone knows you personally. They just put us all in the same box and think we're all the same.
Yeah.
And they don't understand that everyone's happiness and joy and that feeling of freedom is totally different. Do you think you're fit in your 40s?
I can't bend down and freaking put a sock on without getting a... What did I do the other day? I told you. Was it a sock? I don't know. I went to put... Yeah. Okay, it was my underwear. I'm going to tell you the truth. I went to put my underwear.
And then what happened?
I just went down to put it on. I was like, what the fuck? My back. My lower back. I was like there for ages, and I had to crawl onto the bed. And I was like, what the hell have I done? But I think it's because I got out of bed wrong.
Don't you think you just need to do some some exercises,
And that's what I've been doing. It doesn't happen all the time. This is just
stuff.
the first time, so I was really shocked. Really shocked. But no, I had been working my ass off the day before, so I know what it was for. Even now, yesterday I was hoovering. I spent the whole God knows how many hours hoovering. How many hours? I was upstairs and downstairs cleaning, hoovering, and I felt it in myself this morning when I asked you. I said, "Oh, you asked me, well, you're very quiet, whatever else." Not. I'm like, I've got up late as well, but it's not really late because we went to bed late. So is that a factor? I just feel like I'm really slow today. I don't know. But I feel if I've done too much in a day, I will, for instance, the underwear, me putting it on. If I've done too much the day before, I'm going to feel it the next day. Tired, not even tiredness, but just trying to do simple things kind of thing. But I don't know. Would you say I'm fit? No, would you say I'm fit?
No. As in look-wise, yeah.
Dude, I can go and run. Right, I haven't run forever. I know that. But if I go out there,
You'll come back
I'll
with the
run
stitch.
longer than you.
And then you come back with the stitch.
I want to test it with you. I asked you the other day. I said, shall we...
I'm not jogging. I ain't got nothing to prove.
I want to...
You can win.
Yeah, but you
That's
say that I'm
fine.
not
You
fit.
won.
No, Kenny.
I'm happy.
You say I'm not
I'm
fit.
unfit.
But that will show me that I am still fit, regardless. Just because I don't train, I don't go to the gym, I don't do none of that stuff.
That doesn't make no difference. I don't go jogging or anything like that. So, now,
So
if
what
I
would
jump in a swimming pool, someone's going to be able to swim better than me, aren't they? I can't
what
last.
would that prove then, though, if I did go? It would prove that I'm
Make
fit.
you feel good about yourself, probably.
No, that will show that I am actually
Yeah,
fit.
you probably get aches and pains. Well, why you could go for a jog without going with me? You know what I mean? It doesn't make no difference.
Are you
Nothing
just
against
scared
me.
that
No, it's got nothing. You going
That'd
for a
run you
jog
out.
or running and you coming back quicker than me ain't gonna make me
You know
feel
how
bad.
you said that we watched what's it called, the other night together for the first time, boxing,
Yeah.
which we really enjoyed.
I don't.
You would
wanna
probably
jog,
enjoy it.
and I
Can
don't
you just do it
wanna
one time? Can you just do
it.
it one time with me?
We'll see.
Something
Anyway.
we do everything you want to do.
Okay.
Let's just do it one time with me and see how we feel.
Fantastic.
You might enjoy it. You might want to
Okay.
run with me. I don't
Okay.
run like Phoebe. I'm actually.
God. Yeah. Okay.
Would you do it?
I'll see.
Pinky promise on
No, I'm not
here.
making no promises. I don't like breaking promises.
We're gonna go for a run.
But anyway, the other thing I was going to say was before, we end off things. Do you find it difficult to find things to eat that you enjoy, which are also healthy?
Yeah, because I find it so boring. First of all, prepping boring. I mean, I did the other day, and I did like it. I like avocado. I like scrambled egg and toast and stuff. But
Yeah.
you do get bored of that. I do like it. You get bored of it.
Yeah.
I'm one of those that you say to me, "What is your favorite food?" I don't have a favorite because I
Basically,
love food.
Variety
and I
is the spice
can't-
of life.
Yeah, I can't. I don't have a favorite. You Indian and what Indian do you like? Everything that is Indian.
Yeah.
I love English food. I love Italian food. I love everything. So I'm not going to say, like me, I do find it difficult because I want a bit of everything. Even when we go out, we'll eat food and it's like, we'll order food. And I'd want something that you guys are eating.
Yeah.
I want to share with you guys. I won't just want to have my own meal. I want to eat a variety of stuff. I do get bored. If I make something, I only eat it for the first day or two. I will not eat it the third day. Even, it doesn't matter how nice it is. So
overall, if you was to tell people or anything that what is it being fit in your 40s then? So what would you say?
I think being happy within is one of the main things as well. Like you said as well, mentally, emotionally is one main thing, because the stress levels of yourself, whatever you're going through, and then trying to stay fit at the same time, it just never works.
Yeah.
I don't think it works. I feel like you gain it a lot more unless you're going for a certain goal, or you're going to be Miss Bikini, I don't know, or you even have female women who are like
bodybuilders. Yeah. So unless you go for a competition or you've got a movie role that
you've got there's a reason for you doing something. They don't understand, like, kind of thing. But honestly, enjoy this life that you have. Like, eat the foods that make you happy. Like, but obviously don't excessively overeat.
Yeah.
Enjoy your snacks, because you're trying to maintain something that you are not happy with. You're always going to fail at it. But obviously still be healthy in between as well. Drink your water, go for your walks, have that balance. I feel it's got to be a balance. Stop restricting yourself from the things that you love and enjoy.
Yeah.
I think definitely, and that's what I do and we do, and I try to implement that. I try to do that, tell you to do that, because you have been
very restrictive,
and it used to annoy me. And I've also, like I mentioned earlier, you've seen when you are happy, you are having that little bit here or there, because when you completely are strict with yourself, you'll lose that weight, but you're not happy inside, and you don't lose it as quick. You never lose it as quick. But when you are being a bit lenient on yourself, and I notice the difference, and I say to you, I'll say, look, oh my god, and you are so happy in yourself.
You do feel relaxed as well, don't you? You feel like you're not missing out. And I'm not saying that, like I said, it just feels more fun and enjoyable.
Trust me, I've had people in the last week saying to me, are you pregnant? Are you pregnant? When I sit on a live on TikTok, I'm like, I don't give two shit. It doesn't bother me. If I look pregnant, I look pregnant. I'm happy myself. I have a pouch. If I want to get rid of that pouch, I know it wouldn't take me long, but I don't want to.
And I think I've become more like that as well, not pregnant.
Like, we went on holiday, and I've got
a...
I look like I've got a... Which I do. I suffer from IBS.
Yeah.
Like, anything I eat kind of upsets my stomach. So even if I don't eat much, I get bloated.
I think we both didn't care about the holiday this year, did we? And we were actually happy in ourselves. Yeah. And we went first. We saw other people who were still eating drinking water all the time and doing all that. And we've done that in the past. And I just went, I don't care. I couldn't give a shit.
No.
And there was a time when I would be very much regimental in what I'm eating, what I'm doing. And I've come to the conclusion that, I'm happy, and regardless of what people are, go, you don't look in shape and blah blah blah. You look, whatever it might be.
You can look in shape, but are you happy? Are you actually happy inside? That's what counts.
I think that's made a big factor of what makes you happy and what makes you feel free, and it is. And as soon as you are like that, you don't care.
Can you tell everyone where you learned that from?
And when you get nagged about a million times a day, you end up waking up.
But it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
No, it does make a lot of sense, because again, I feel like what people might not understand is you could go through so many things in life, and how you feel about yourself. You could feel insecure about yourself, or you want to please, or you want to fit in, or you just like thinking that, everyone else is doing something, you want to be part of it, whatever it might be. Sometimes, even though you're going towards something, you don't realize why you're fully doing it and why it truly matters. If it is to make you feel happy and to look good makes you feel happy, then do it.
Yeah.
But if it's not that, if it's just because, oh my God, something else.
I think if you can post bikini pictures of yourself looking, I felt like I looked like I was like 3 months pregnant. Although it's a case that anything I eat will swell my stomach. I do suffer from it quite a lot, yeah. And as soon as I haven't, give it 4 or 5 hours, that stomach will go down of mine. Yeah. But me posting those pictures showed to me how happy I am inside. I don't care what I look like. Like before, I would be like, oh my God, like,
exactly. Yeah.
And I think that's what counts more.
And knowing that if you live in the UK, I don't know about other countries, but if you live in the UK, getting 6-pack abs and being in the best shape of your life, I mean, it's not the country you're going to walk around showing your abs. I mean, the only abs that you're going to see again and again is all these guys that put it on social media. Look, I got abs. taking a picture of myself in my house, or I'm a personal trainer. Look at the physique I've got. Look what, I understand people getting ready because they want to get, married, and they want to get into great shape for their weddings and stuff, women and men, and they want to look good, and they go, look at this achievement I've done. But after that marriage, you know what, I don't think many of them will go, you know what, I want to look like this all the time.
Yeah.
So the only people that tend to have that is, like you said, if they are bodybuilders, or they've got some goals, or they're personal trainers. But in the UK, you're not going to be walking around with your, it's not like you're walking on the beach or you're walking in the park and you're going, hey God, look, everyone's looking at my abs. And that's what, after I achieved it and done that, I'm just going, I've always still, being who I am, wore my t-shirts, wore my tops. I never went around and went, look at this. Hey, I think I've got about 2 or 3 pictures each time of my different,
Yeah, you have.
Because I was like going, it wasn't like, I'm not doing it for anyone else, I'm doing it for me.
Yeah.
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 And I think, so when people are going for it, it's like, what are you doing it for? 6-pack abs don't make you look fit. It's just, if you're doing it for you, that's great, but then you don't need to post it.
Yeah.
I think fitness also has got a lot to do with feeling happy in yourself, feeling secure in yourself. It's not what anyone else is saying. And, and it's not always feeling fit and healthy isn't about how you look.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just a fair few weeks ago when we were like, and honestly it is true, I think it's a big factor. Fair few weeks ago when we were really stressed, overworked and stuff, and the things that was going on, and I told you I was feeling, especially the gut area, I feel it a lot, and then obviously I can start feeling that I'm putting on weight as well, slightly. My, in your jeans, because my clothes from, I don't know, bloody 17, 18, they've always fit me, so I've been the same size all my life. But as soon as I am stressed and I've got so much going on, I'm too much going on in here, you gain it, regardless if you're eating or not anyway. Like, you're not eating, so you're not pigging out, you do gain it. And that's just proved from like 3 weeks ago with myself. I
think my take is just enjoy, eat as much as you can, homemade food. Stick to that, and do whatever exercise that you find that's fun and enjoyable to you, that you can do long term, at least three times a week. And just stick to that. And I think it's enough, because the older you get, there's so many things that you won't be able to do. And not only that, you don't want to look back in life and regret and going, all I did was eat healthy, did this, did that. I wish I'd done, tried that. I'd never heard of that. Or you got one, you want to be lying there going, I gave it all. Everything was great. I took care of myself, but I also enjoyed my life. I made the most of it. You're not going to have a do-over. And so, but also I did it my way, like Frank Sinatra would say. Not what everyone keeps on telling me how to be. Because there's millions of people who still, like I said, people at the gym, there's people out there still to their 80s and 90s been alive before all these fitness fads came, before all this processed food came, before everyone else telling them what to do, what to eat, how to live. They're still living, they're still surviving, they still,
exactly
carrying on with life, and those people still had drinks, some of them even smoked. I'm not, sort of promoting any of those things, but I mean, there's vices that these people still have, and they still live to tell the tale. So, and many of them didn't hit the gym, they didn't go on runs.
Our ancestors. I mean, I was thinking about my gran the other, my gran. She lived till what? And she was so, like, they didn't do no exercise, didn't go out and do anything. They ate their food. They were happy. She was actually really skinny as well, so maybe I've got it from her. But that is the case.
But that's it. And there's people all around in other countries that are eating foods that other people keep on telling them that you shouldn't eat. I don't think they were stressed. And the thing is, because they didn't worry about it, they didn't stress.
Life was whatever they were doing was normal. Now it's like every day today. Oh, I don't like what I'm doing.
They weren't listening to all the other people telling them what they're doing is wrong and what they should be doing. And it was like, don't need this tension, don't need this stress. We're doing what we're doing, and we're happy with who we are. And we're okay eating samosa every day if that's what we want to do. And they still live till their 80s, 90s. Obviously, there's various other factors, but. I just think that does cause a lot of stress in people, which also your hormones and everything work in a way that you gain even more weight or you feel crappy in yourself.
Now, the main question is, what are we eating tonight? Because I haven't cooked.
No idea.
We switch off.
No idea. I haven't got a clue. But
I've not made anything. So I'm going to have to cook tonight, and I have no idea. And that's what's on my mind as well as everything else.
Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoy this podcast. Take it. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.